Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another live stream. Today, this is the DCTV show, episode 56. 57, sorry. We are live and we're ready to talk about all the latest in DCTV. Obviously, this week it's big on The Flash because Armageddon Part 2 happened. Super excited to talk about that with you guys. And yeah, there's just been quite a lot of stuff going on. I'm just moving my microphone. I apologize. But welcome to everyone who is joining the live stream. We have Nathan Bell, Unspeakable BG, Path is here, Tony is here, Cow is here. Cow is a member of the channel as well as Nathan. So thank you so much for supporting the channel. And as always, guys, remember, if you want to support the channel and you want to get your questions answered in the live stream by me, please be sure to send in your questions via Super Chat. Now, how do you do Super Chats? Well, this is how you do Super Chats. I'm going to share my screen just at the start of the video. Obviously, not everyone has seen all the live streams before, so I always kind of feel like, a reminder isn't the worst thing in the world. So yeah, if you want to have your questions popped up on the screen like this, send in a super chat. It's just underneath the chat function. Click the $ super chat and type in any question you have, like, is the Flash getting delayed later than next week? You can do anything. Anyway, so if you do that, your questions will be answered straight away. I do have topics, obviously, as always, like we do every live stream, that I'm going to be going through. And, I'm going to be hitting all those specific things about the Flash's Armageddon Part 2 episode. But also there's going to be, obviously, more that you guys probably want to ask me. So, yeah. No, not a new room. I still don't have internet at my new flat. So, that's why I've been dotted around in different places. So I apologize for that. It's kind of just all circumstantial right now until the internet actually works. But yeah, so welcome all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed The Flash this week. It's awesome. And I'm aware that it's Thanksgiving right now. So some Americans probably are like full up on like food. And, I'm aware that probably quite a few Americans might miss out on this stream, but no matter, we're still going to do it. It's a Thursday. We got to do our live stream. But yeah, the Flash was crazy this week. I want to get all your thoughts and opinions in the chat right now, and we'll go ahead and read them out because I'm very curious what you guys think about this week's episodes and what's to come and what it's set up, because I think it was doing quite a lot. Wait, Cal sends in a 99-cent super chat. There is no sticker. It's just a super chat. So thank you so much, Cal, for sending it in. You're awesome. You're a great member. And yeah. I've also got something else to talk about in a bit, which we'll get to, because I have a feeling something else might come up in a minute in regards to your questions. But yeah. So, guys, all of you who are here right now, please send in your thoughts and opinions on The Flash this week, because I'm sure you've all watched The Flash, right? That's what you're here for. That's what the title is. Trying to figure out, what should I? Oh, you agree with the theory I gave in the video? Oh, also, thanks, Cal. Sorry if I lost track. Yeah, the theory, I'm going to go over the theory again for all of you guys who missed out on my Flash videos this week, on my, my trailer breakdown and my review and everything like that. Sorry, I was just retitling the video, which I don't think is a very good title. Anyway, so yeah, the review, man, I need to start again. I'm losing track of my mind. Yeah, so what Unspeakable BG is talking about, basically, I have this theory in regards to what's going on with Barry's blackouts. And I guess we can start here. We don't need to start right at the start of the episode. So let's talk about this theory now that Unspeakable BG brings it up. Obviously, this was the Flash Armageddon Part 2. And towards the end of the episode, or really throughout the whole episode, you had like a bunch of blackout episodes for Barry. And you're like, what the hell is going on? And how is he ending up like hurting people and stuff? Again, we don't know specifically how he's hurting people, but we have a theory about how Joe could have died and why he died off screen, because I definitely think it's of great importance. So the theory is this, right? Barry's final line in the episode, when he calls Black Lightning for help, and when Black Lightning shows up, what he says is, Barry, what the hell is happening? And Barry just replies a one specific line. He says, injustice. And that's it. He just says injustice. And now, obviously, you guys know injustice. I'm seeing you guys in the chat. Yeah, so for all of you guys who are just joining right now, asking, am I Daniel? Ooh, maybe I am Daniel. Who knows? No, I'm joking. I'm not Daniel, but I've been voicing videos for him in the last week or so. So yeah, this is my channel, the DCTV show, and Daniel is someone else. It's not me, but I've just been voicing it. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, all of you RPK fans. But yeah, it's not me. I'm Ben from the DCTV show. But yeah, so I'll continue on with this. So he says the line injustice, and like that's it. He doesn't say anything else. And the look on Black Lightning's face is like, oh, he knows what that means. So I've got a theory that it's a code word. I'm pretty sure it could be a code word. Now, what does injustice mean? Well, if you look at the comics, I don't think we're specifically doing an injustice storyline on the show, but what we're doing is injustice in terms of like it being an alternate timeline. Could it be a code word for, you know, the timeline's changed, and this is like all the Justice League heroes know this is specifically, you know, this code word means something to them. If you get what I'm getting at. Can you say injustice with Zoom's voice? Injustice. I don't know, something like that. Injustice. So yeah, all the erased memories. If you guys remember, what happened in Flashpoint was literally as Flashpoint goes on, the more the timeline is developed and baked into reality, it literally people start to forget stuff. Like Thorne forgets stuff, Barry forgets stuff, and it's affecting everyone. So the theory is, what happens if this is Reverse Flash all the time, and he's caused Armageddon by changing the timeline, and this is unbeknownst to Barry, and this is unbeknownst to us. We haven't been told about this. We don't know what is going on, right? So it could have been Reverse Flash who's changed the timeline between the seasons. It said Joe died back in May. So say Reverse Flash changed it back in May. Barry just didn't realize because he's not the one changing the timeline. Someone else has done it. Remember, if someone else has changed the timeline, you're not going to realize, oh, you know, someone just changed the timeline. You're not going to feel it in your bones or something. Like, that's not how the Speed Force works. So yeah, I think that's very possible, and that is the theory that Unspeakable BG brings up. So what do you guys think about that? Like, I think injustice is 100% a code word. I think the timeline's been changed. It would make sense why Joe is dead off screen, because I know there is plans to bring Joe back this season. So something is going to change, and what changes better? Like, what changes more in the Flash than timelines? But this time is Barry getting a bit of his own medicine because he's not the one that changed the timeline, but it's Reverse Flash who will come in the next couple of episodes. So yeah, that is my theory. I think Injustice is a code word for timeline changes, because Injustice is an alternate timeline in the comics. I wonder what other code words they have. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's a code word. I don't know. Yeah, so once again, for all of you joining, I'm not Daniel. I just voice the videos for Daniel. I don't actually have the information. I'm just voicing Daniel's information, and so yeah, that's kind of what's been going on with Daniel's channel. I've just been helping out. Apparently, I missed something. Owlwatch has been a super best friend for 3 months. He says, hi, about to hop off. Haven't seen any of the Armageddon crossover. Won't watch until all the episodes are out. But hope you're doing well, Ben. Well, thank you so much, Owlwatch, for tuning in and enjoy it all at once. I guess that's going to be really fun, but still like 3 weeks or so to wait. So yeah, enjoy that, I guess. All right, let's move on to some of the next topics. And once again, a reminder for you guys, if you want to send in super chats to support the channel and support everything, obviously, I mentioned this last week and the week before, we're going to be upgrading stuff once my internet is working in the new place and everything. We're going to have the camera set up. We're going to, properly do it all, and it's going to be awesome. And obviously, all your contributions go towards that. So it's greatly appreciated. And yeah. Okay. Let's. And actually, you bring up something very good, Nathan. If you guys want to join our Discord, please be sure to click Nathan, who is our moderator. He's sent a link in the chat. That is our Discord. If you want to go on and you can talk about the latest in DCTV, latest in Spider-Man No Way Home. A lot of you guys obviously are interested in No Way Home if you're watching Daniel's channel and stuff. Obviously, I'm interested in it, even though it's not my information. I'm kind of voicing it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to No Way Home, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are. And if you want to talk about some of this, you can go to the Discord and join our Discord. That would be awesome. Okay, let's move on. No, I'm not Daniel. I'm not Daniel. I'm Ben. I actually said that at the end of the last. Well, maybe they haven't come out yet. I made a couple of videos and I've said, and this has been Ben from the DCTV show for RBK News. So I'm going to say that at the end of the videos so it's not like any confusion. I'm not Daniel. I'm just some English guy. I think you guys made a pretty good guess of where Daniel's from. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not gonna expose him, but yeah. All right. Let's move on. We got our topic. So yeah, the Flash Armageddon Part 2. I thought it was really good. It was a great. Yeah. Well, it's not my information. Just a voice. Yeah. So Joe West. Obviously, that is the big thing, or one of the big things in this episode. I would say there's like 3 big things. Joe West is dead, and everyone knows this. Obviously, apart from Barry, that is the big revelation in this episode. It's also a big revelation to us because obviously we haven't been told this. It happened off screen, and it's quite a shocking moment to reveal, oh, Joe is dead. Like, it kind of comes out of nowhere, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? Because no way they killed Joe, such an important character, off screen. Like, no way on earth they would do that. So obviously there's something greater going on here, as I just mentioned in my previous theory. So definitely a lot more is going on. Eric's not going to be joining. He is off today because it's Thanksgiving in America. So obviously it's like a family holiday. So we don't want to take Eric away from, his family and stuff. But yeah, so obviously maybe some of you guys are from America and maybe you're like full up and you're like, I'll just watch the live stream or whatever. So what else happens in this episode? Well, Joe's dead. Barry faces off against a new villain called Zotar. This is a villain, a meta from National City, who has basically the ability to control minds, and she also has telekinesis, and she used that against Barry. Pretty cool scene in the episode. But one of her attacks causes Barry to black out. Now, this was a big thing at first because he blacks out. Apparently, he's attacked Team Flash, and they're all kind of in a standoff. But Barry makes them trust him a little bit. However, in the last battle against Zotar, Barry's able to take her down, put cuffs on her, meta cuffs at that, and literally like he blacks out again, but he does it without Zotar interfering with his mind. He completely blacks out and he wakes up later, and everyone else is like freaking out because of the TV. And the TV reporter is saying, like, oh, look, Barry's not Barry. The Flash has gone rampant in the city and it's like hurting people. And basically, they show footage of Barry with his eyes like juiced up on Speed Force energy, basically possessed. Well, he looks possessed at least, and he's literally like firing at people and attacking people. And so this is a big thing that happens, and it's it kind of taints the Flash, right? It taints his legacy. So yeah, I mean, what's going on there? There's something greater going on. Someone is controlling Barry, or somehow this is happening inside Barry. Like he's suddenly turning evil and blacking out and not remembering absolutely anything. Like, is this a Killer Frost situation where Barry has two sides of himself and he needs to control one? Obviously, with Killer Frost, they're kind of aware of each other, but this, like, Barry's totally unaware of what is going on. So, yeah, I mean, that was a really cool twist in the episode. I really enjoyed that. There's obviously a lot more to be explored over the next 3 episodes because there is more definitely going on. And yeah, so that was really cool. One of my favorite parts of the episode, and I'm sorry if I keep them phasing out, is like midnight here, and I keep on like zoning out. It's weird. Alex Danvers returns, and obviously this is the first time she comes back since Supergirl ended, and so we have the video call, which is her main role in this episode. She shows up near the start, and she shows up at the end, and this is not going to be the only time that she shows up, because she's showing up at least in the next 2 episodes, but she's going to be there in person rather than just on a video call, which is going to be much better. Obviously, it was nice to see her back and interacting with Team Flash. She's helping out using the new DEO database, I would presume, because she's just like going through all the data that Team Flash needs. Obviously, Team Flash is, by the end of the episode, they're taken down, like their satellites are gone, Star Labs is gone. We'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah, so the phone calls basically act as a way of like assisting Team Flash and having a crossover at the same time, because really this episode there wasn't that much crossover. like until the end of the episode when Black Lightning showed up, but that's mainly going to be next episode where you're going to see Ryan Troy, you're going to see Alex, you're going to see Batwoman, and you'll also see Black Lightning. So there's going to be like 4 characters in one episode. So I'm really looking forward to that. Alex also references what has happened to Kara and her whereabouts. And so she confirms that Kara and John are off-world. So they're in space. This is a big revelation. Obviously, since Supergirl ended, the way that Supergirl ended specifically was Kara's still in National City. She's still available. She's still a hero. I think it could be Reverse Flash and Barry's body. Yeah, I do think it could be that. I think that, when I talk about possession, I feel like maybe it is like Reverse Flash like snapping into him. Maybe that's part of the eyes, why it's like kind of yellowy lightning. Sorry. It could be. I'm not 100% sure on that, but thanks for that, Cal. Oh yeah, and just as a reminder, guys, please be sure to send in super chats. And as I mentioned, and I mention every stream, I try and get around, like Nathan is saying, to answer as many questions as I can in the live chat. But as I always say, it's always better to send them in via super chats. You're also supporting the channel, but then it's going to be like a priority thing because, as I mentioned, I still got quite a lot of notes to go through for now. So if you do want to do that, now is the time to do it. But otherwise, I will scroll back up and I will get to most questions. But I mean, if you respond to what I'm talking about in the chat, obviously I can just instantly reply because we're pretty much on topic. But yeah, so let's go back to that. So Kara and John, their whereabouts are confirmed. They're off-world. Kara is the editor-in-chief of Catco, so she's in National City still, although National City doesn't need her that much. Obviously, if it's like a big alien threat, they're probably going to want, Supergirl's help, and so they clearly ask for Supergirl's help, but then Alex clarifies, oh, Supergirl is off-world. Now, I think that's a bit of a... it's a bit of like a cop-out excuse. I feel like if they're gonna say she's anywhere, they should say, oh, she's, fighting her own villain in National City, or she's gone to the future to help out fight Brainiac with Mon-El and Win and stuff. Or, oh, she's on Argo, rather than she's off-world fighting. Like, really, in reality, how often does Supergirl go off-world to fight threats? Not that often. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a outsider perspective who is like written this or something. It's like, oh yeah, Supergirl's off-world because she's got superpowers. But when you look at the show, she's mainly on Earth. Like she went to the Phantom Zone, but she was sent there. It's like it's not like a mission thing normally. But Gary sends in a super chat. Welcome to the stream, Gary. Gary, the best Gary I know. Gary says, is the Flash getting delayed later than March? As of right now, Gary, we are going smoothly with Armageddon. We've aired 2 episodes. I would presume the next 3 episodes are going to run as expected. Sorry, again, it's midnight. I apologize if I'm yawning. And then we're going to take a long break until March, and then we'll get episode 6. Finally, it's such a long break. It's going to be annoying. But, Gary, I don't think they're going to delay it. I think it'll be very unlikely, just considering that they have shot, a bunch of episodes. They're going to have those, episode 6, episode 7. They're all going to be ready relatively soon. Because they have filmed them and they are ahead of the game. So obviously this what would you call it? This delay is only like a temporary thing, at least for now. So thank you so much for the super chat, Gary, and welcome to the live stream. Okay, let's talk about this. I saw Arva Seeds post. Star Labs level down, Despero leveled up, Barry leveled down, up and down again. It's true. So much went down this episode, and I like I mentioned earlier, I think there's three main things. I think Star Labs is going to be leveled, is going to be destroyed. Barry attacking citizens, so the citizens of Central City don't trust the Flash anymore, and the next thing is obviously the Joe revelation. So I think all of those combined means yes, something's wrong. Something's clearly wrong. Now, what could be wrong? It's the timeline. It's obviously the timeline. There is no other way it's not the timeline, because they're going to bring Joe back. They're not going to want to get rid of Star Labs forever. They're not going to want to work out of Chester's garage always. And Barry needs to have the trust of Central City citizens, because he's the Flash and Central City is his home and he's the protector of Central City. And that's just not like him. He's not like Green Arrow, where he wouldn't really particularly care that much, if people hated him. But Barry's like, he's quite sensitive, So yeah. Okay, Gary sends in another super chat. The yawns. Gary says, "Are you mad at me? Are you proud of me? Proud of me?" I can't talk. Gary, I can confirm to you, I'm not mad at you, but I am proud of you. So, yeah, thanks for showing up, Gary. I appreciate it, especially considering it's Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving to you, Gary. I really appreciate your support towards the channel always, and especially showing up on this day whilst it's Thanksgiving. Maybe you've eaten your dinner or something already. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving to all of you Americans. Okay, let's move on. So I have a couple of other notes I have. So Despero reveals he was exiled on Earth and he claimed it as his new home. This was obviously a big revelation in this episode, because everyone was wondering, why is Despero so attached to Earth when he's an alien? I think, number one, that's a bit weird, because it's been made very clear in Supergirl that aliens are at home on Earth, and it's not like they are just like random people. Like, they are accepted, and people do see, say you move from Texas, you live in Houston, and you move to New York. After 10 years, after however many years, you're going to see New York as your home, right? Because that's where you live, and that's where you lived the last 10 years. So I think it's a bit weird that they're like, how can Despero think of Earth as his home when it's clear that maybe he's lived here for quite a while? But yeah, the reveal is he's been exiled from his planet, and he holds this extremely powerful energy source like within inside of him, or he's able to tap into it. I don't know if you guys remember what it was specifically called and how it worked, but basically something to do with his alien race, and he's the equivalent of a Kryptonian. And when they said that, was like, they should just get like Superman and Supergirl, and then that's two Kryptonians fighting him. They can defeat him. But yeah, we'll see if that happens. Probably not going to happen. Supergirl's definitely not going to show up. And neither is Superman. Gary sends in another super chat, a 99-cent super chat. Thanks so much, Gary. You're awesome. Awesome, man. I love Gary. Gary's the best. Yeah, so yeah, we were talking about Despero. Yeah, it's kind of racist. That's what I'm saying. It feels a bit weird that they would say it, because an alien can call Earth their home. I think it's a bit weird, like bit racist. Do we know the title of the episodes of episode 6? No, I don't think we know that as of right now. Ben giving Ben all the attention. Okay, Gary sends in another super chat. Thanks so much, Gary. You're awesome. Man, I'm really having concentration issues this live stream. It always happens when I start like 11 or something. I'm always like, yeah, okay, I got my notes, gonna go through them all, and I'm gonna crack through the live stream. And it's awesome because obviously I'm here with you guys and I can easily concentrate on you. But then as I'm like talking and I'm thinking of what to say, I'm looking at my notes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this next. And then I'm like, brain shuts off. And then yawn time happens or whatever. But yeah, thanks so much for the super chat, Gary. I appreciate you once more. I mean, I think I say that quite a lot, but yeah, you're awesome. Okay, so we talked about this just before. Arivestines pointed out, but Star Labs is shut down. This is for radiation, and by the looks of it in the trailer, it's very possible that this is all part of Despero's plan. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Like I said earlier with my theory, I think it's possibly Reverse Flash doing all this. It definitely could be Despero. We don't know the full extent of his powers, I don't think. So there's definitely more that could be revealed. But he absorbs radiation in the trailer by, there was that exposed panel where everything had been corroded, and he puts his hand on it like this. Like, and then like he had all that like freaking light coming out of his head and stuff. And so it seems like maybe he gets leveled up by that, as they keep on saying. Level up, level up, level up. We got more level ups in this episode. But I think the radiation is part of his plan, and it does power him up. But yeah, so I think Star Labs shutting down was part of his plan, and he's always popping up at these like at the crime scene. He was there like just randomly. I mean, I know he's following him around and he's looking at everything, but he's always at Star Labs. He was at Star Labs like a bunch of times just randomly, like, and they didn't even realize he was there. So there's definitely something else going on. I'm not entirely sure. I can't tell you for sure what specifically is going to happen with Despero, because I think he's still quite a mystery. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at I think I pretty much hit most of my points. So I think I'm going to ask you guys, send in all your questions that you have, and like just keep on sending in questions, and we'll just go through your questions. And once we kind of slow down with the questions, again, you can send them in via Super Chat if you want to support the channel. And I'll obviously answer them first. But if not, just send in any questions you have in the live chat, and we'll go through them before the end of the stream. We're going to go about 10 more minutes. So this is kind of your final call. This is a 45-minute stream because it just started late. And, I think a lot of the Americans are gone because of Thanksgiving and stuff. And I mean, it's past midnight, and I know some of you English people probably need to get sleep and stuff. So we're not going to drag it on too long. So yeah, start sending all your questions in the chat or super chats, and I'll be sure to pop them up on the stream, and I will answer as many as I can. So if you want any questions answered, now is the time. Just questions, and send in your question once, and then I'll go through them. Yeah, don't send them more than once. I was kind of mad that they posted a sneak peek for 8/02 times 02. Was the scene of the worker telling Team Flash that Star Labs was showing there. I didn't actually see that. So I didn't get spoiled for that, but I guess you guys did. Yeah, that sucks. Nathan says, could Despero think that Thorn is involved, so he's looking for other ways Barry's being manipulated? Yeah, I guess that's true. It could happen. A good theory, Nathan. Path says, what if Despero is working for the same way Monitor did during Elseworlds? Yeah, I'm wondering that because he is literally monitoring Barry. Like, he's going to all these situations. You keep on seeing him pop up. What if Despero is playing with Barry's psyche? After all, he is an alien after all. Yeah. See, this is why I'm saying I don't know if we fully understand the full scope of his powers. Could his deception go further than just being like, does he actually have powers to decept? That's what I mean. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's definitely a thing, but I think everything in the future would be affected if Barry turns bad. So I don't think it's just specifically the Flash Museum, but good question. Cal sends in a super chat. Thanks so much, Cal, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Cal says, who do you think will give Barry the gold boots? Oh, yeah, Barry gets gold boots this season. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Who gives him the gold boots? I think he maybe gives himself the upgrade. I don't think it's like a specific, like, huge design feat. I think he could definitely give it to himself. Maybe he gets it given as like a present. Oh, you know what? Wait, when does Barry get gold boots? Do you know? Does anyone remember when the set photos were taken? It could be Ryan Choi, but like I said, I don't think it's anything that advanced. I think he could get the boots episode 5. I was going to say he could get the boots from Nora and Bart, but if you say episode 5, maybe he levels up and it's like it's part of the speed force within inside of him, and every time he suits up, the gold boots appear or something. I don't know. That's way over the top, but okay. But yeah, good question. Who do you think will the gold boots? I guess Ryan Choi is a good bet. Barry can make it himself. Mm, or maybe it's like a manifestation. I don't know if you guys have any other theories. I'm just trying to think. Probably Tony. I think we see them first in the final battle of Armageddon since he emerges from the smoke. And it's like a dramatic reveal, Araversine says. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember the photo. It looks really cool. It definitely could be. I'm just thinking. This is not me zoning out. This is actually me thinking. Let's think. So he gets it before, and then he comes to the final battle, appears out of smoke, it's very dramatic, and it's big reveal. Do you think Cisco's come back for like a minute? Like off screen, he's like, yeah, Cisco made me these boots, and I'm here to kick your ass, Despero, or something. Or maybe it's like, I'm just thinking it could be a Speed Force manifestation because that would be a new advance in his powers. because in the comics sometimes some suits are made of like pure Speed Force energy and stuff. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks so much for the super chat, Cal. I appreciate it. Let's see. Jefferson being back makes me so happy. He's one of my favorite Arrowverse characters. I'm not the biggest Black Lightning fan. I enjoyed the first few episodes, but I literally am so far behind. Yeah, I guess it just wasn't a show that I like particularly loved, and I feel like maybe I'll watch it one day. But I mean, I like the character. Definitely like the character, and I'm excited that he's back. I think he has a very good dynamic with Barry. I would like it if he was on the Flash. I think that would be cool. But yeah, it's nice to see him back for the crossovers at least. Okay, I think we see them first in the. Oh, we talked about this. This is about the boots. Because Ryan Choi made the Flash ring. What if Ryan Choi's Flash ring has gold boots? That's what I'm thinking. Like, are they able to like randomly? Is there something that some sort of upgrade that happens and it just pops up out of nowhere? It's like, yeah, Ryan shows up and he's like, yeah, Barry got you a new suit. Here you go. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Would that be the same day you watch Stargirl? I'm actually much further along with Stargirl than Black Lightning, so I can catch up better. Thanks so much, Cal, for the super chat sticker, which is a sleepy face, and it's entirely true. I am doing my best to stay awake, and that's why the yawning happens occasionally when I start this late. But guys, normally we do live streams about 9:30. Today we started 2 hours later at 11:30. Just in the fact that, I was busy, but also, it's Thanksgiving and I feel like Americans are probably eating, so it didn't matter what time. Like, I think maybe later the better in terms of, today specifically, but obviously it will go back to normal. And just a reminder to you guys, I will be on the after party tomorrow. Sorry, I saw something. I'll be on the Eric's after party tomorrow. Paigey isn't going to be around, remember? So I'm going to be trying to show up to Eric's stream as much as possible. And so, yeah, if you want to see a more awake version of Ben, please be sure to come to the after party tomorrow. But yeah, so we're heading into the final stretch of this live stream, guys. Please be sure, if you have any final questions and you want to support the channel, please be sure to send in those final super chat questions, because now is the final chance that you will have to be featured on the live stream. And as a reminder, guys, if you want to join our Discord server, the link is in the chat. Go follow Nathan's link. That is for the DCTV show Discord. And yeah, so please be sure to sign in, talk to us, and you can talk to us about anything. Okay. Right. How many seasons will Superman Lois have? Well, I think it has season potential for a lot. I don't see it being as long as The Flash, just because... Maybe because of the quality, like, it feels very consistent. Like, unless they drop their production values and how hard it is to shoot and how often they shoot, because they shoot quite intensive. I'm gonna say it will be like maybe 6 seasons, maybe 7. I don't think they're gonna go as long as The Flash, in my opinion. See your more awake version tomorrow. See you at the after party. Yeah, I'll see you there. I apologize. Sleepy day. Sleepy Ben. Next week I'm going to be here on time. Well, awesome. Next week should be around the normal time. It shouldn't be too late. So 9:30 UK time. I think that translates to 4:30 New York time, so it's like midday in LA. I don't know what time it is in like the center, but somewhere in between. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much else to go over because I've hit all my topics, and I think I've answered most of my things. Unspeakable BG had a theory: if the Flash and the other heroes fight Thorn in episode 4, if they both disappear into smoke and tonight and Barry's mother dies, then when he comes back and appears from the smoke, maybe it's here. Now, let me read it again. If the Flash and the other heroes fight Thorn in episode 4, right? So, and they both disappear into smoke to the night that Barry's mother dies, then when he comes back and appears from the smoke, maybe it's here. That would be a great theory, and maybe this is like the proper version of the Flash that we know, with the different looking suit from the original. We call him original Timeline Flash. Yeah, I definitely think that could be the moment. I think it's a good theory, Unspeakable BG. Good job. Good job. But yeah, so we're gonna just wrap up the stream here. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you send in super chats or just being here is more than enough. Remember, guys, I have my trailer breakdown, which was the previous video uploaded yesterday. Also uploaded yesterday was my review of Armageddon Part 2. New video tomorrow should be on something Flash related, I think. Or if you have any specific like Superman Lois or Supergirl related videos you want me to do, let me know. You can always comment them on any of my videos or on the community tab. But yeah, for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for sticking around. I apologize for being sleepy, but it's how it goes. It happens sometimes. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow on the after party live, but also in a video tomorrow. So yeah, catch you guys later.